Arsenal Crystal Palace Sunday, and this is the game for the last few weeks that I wouldn't say been worried about, but this is a game that I've always had at the back of my mind that if we can get up to this point and be where we are, like where we are now, I don't think we'd actually be top at this point, to be perfectly honest. But if we can be where we are now and actually win this game against Crystal Palace, I think every other team can have a hard time beating us for the rest of the season. I feel like this Crystal Palace game is just as hard as any game right now in world football. And this is the game that I'm looking at thinking, I mean, this is the banana skin game that I've always looked at and thought you can really mess up your whole momentum against Crystal Palace right now. I just feel like they're on the high of winning the trophy last year. Eze is now at our team, so they've had to adjust to that. They've been brilliant this season. They've got the edge. They've got everything that they need to cause this as a banana skin game for us. So I feel like this game, after Atletico Madrid, that we slaughtered Atletico Madrid 4-0, I feel like if we can beat Crystal Palace, I feel like it's been an exceptional start to the season. I feel like that is like, I'll be like, yeah, we're ready. I feel like we are ready and we are really one of the top teams and favourites for this title and the Champions League. But Crystal Palace is a tricky banana skin game, especially as I'm hearing that Gabriel is a doubt. I mean, I do believe that we can still get through the game without Gabriel because, like I say, Mosquera, Hincapi, these guys are good enough to be able to play in these games. But it's a big problem against a Crystal Palace team with set pieces. That's what I'm more worried about. I'm more worried about when you play Crystal Palace, you know for a fact it's going to be a hard, physical, tough game to break down. Like that's how Crystal Palace play. That's their game plan. They play on the break. They're just a brilliant team organisation. And I feel like the set pieces in a game like this is probably more important and more key for us that we need Gabriel fit. So I don't know if because Arteta likes to play a lot of mind games and stuff like that. So I don't know if he's fit or he's not fit, but I really hope that Gabriel's fully fit for this game. I'd rather rest him against, you know what I mean, against Sunderland or Burnley more so than Crystal Palace at home because this is a home game. So we're still expected to win this game, believe it or not. Like, if you look at the fixtures, this is a game that you'd be like Crystal Palace at home. We know how hard it will be, but this is still a game like, yeah, we need to win that game. Away from home at Crystal Palace, I think that's a completely different game. But at home, we need to win this game, and I feel like this is a potential banana skin. Now, one thing I will say though, I feel like we've been so good in the last few weeks that it's a hard game for them too. It's a hard game for them too, and I feel like the way we're playing, it suits to play against a Crystal Palace team because we're naturally dogged. We're naturally like defense first currently. So I feel like they're gonna have a hard time as well. Like our centre backs are capable of dealing with Mateta. Like he's gonna be a problem, but they're capable. Like as much as Ismaili Sarr is gonna be a problem on the right hand side, he's gonna have to worry about Calafiori going forward. Like you just have to worry about him. Ismaili Sarr is gonna have to defend. It's as simple as that. The way Calafiori plays, Ismaili Sarr, he loves going forward. Sarr, and Sarr's a hard-working right-sided player. But you're going to have to defend against Calafiori. Calafiori is all over the place. He's left side, he's right side, he's up front, he's here, he's everywhere. So you're going to have to worry about that. And that's the only thing that I would say because I feel in this game, what we need to do more than anything is to use the wingers. I feel Saka, this is really a game that I probably, in an ideal world, we would have played Madueke and Saka on the wings. Because what I think Arteta will do, I think he will stick with Zubimendi, Rice, and Eze in the middle. I think that's what he will do, and I think he will play Saka, Martinelli, and Gyökeres. And I feel this is the first time we've actually seen Gyökeres against these type of teams. I think this is the type of teams that Gyökeres is built for. Because when we play with Havertz or Marino up front or anything like that, we don't have a proper striker in the games to actually deal with these centre backs. But this is the first time that we're going to be playing Crystal Palace with a Gyökeres. So I'm quite excited to see what it actually is like for him because he's going to be. We need a striker to be moving to their centre backs and move out the way, and you move out the way. We need that, especially in this game. We need to do balls where we're just like Zubimendi thinking it up to Gyökeres to beat their first press and he's holding it up and playing off because when we're playing against with Havertz against Crystal Palace and stuff like that, I just don't believe the centre backs are worried. I don't think they're worried about Havertz or Marino. Even if they score goals, I don't think they're worried about them. With Gyökeres though, I'm not looking at the centre backs and thinking, yeah, you've won this against Gyökeres. Gyökeres is a nightmare to play against. He's constant. He's a constant threat, constantly battling, constantly running, constantly pressing. He's a nightmare to play, and he can finish, and he scores goals. So you can't give him chances either. So he's a nightmare to play against. So I think that is probably more what I'm looking at to see. You know what, Gyökeres, can you break this like, I don't know, this not low block, but can you break this like this defensive play that Crystal Palace, this solid organisation, because he did it against Atletico Madrid. Against Atletico Madrid, who are an organised, defensive, strong, solid team, Gyökeres didn't find that hard because the guys are big and strong. So is he. He's like, move out the way, let play to Saka, play to Martinelli, and you guys do your thing. So it helped us against Atletico Madrid, but we need it badly against Crystal Palace because I was more this game. I would say it's more important, but it is to me. So yeah, I feel like Gyökeres, we need him badly in this game, and I feel like I was in two minds about who I would play if it was Trossard or Martinelli because I was even thinking, should we play Waneri in the 10 and Eze left? Because I still feel like he still seems to be performing better on the left. Like, it just seems more like a left player more so than a 10 in our system anyway. Maybe in Crystal Palace it's different, but in our system. But then I'm thinking, Waneri against Adam Wharton and that, does that make sense? And I'm like, I can see Waneri on the ball giving them problems. Like, I can really see that. Waneri in the 10 against those guys, I can see him giving them problems. I think maybe we need a player in there that's going to be running at them and shooting. Like, Eze's a nice technical player and he will run at them and shoot as well, but he's a bit more silky. Waneri's a bit more hustle and bustle as well. So I'm not too sure which one I would do, to be honest. I think you got Martinelli and Trossard both. Martinelli played well at Atletico Madrid. Trossard scored the winning goal against Fulham. So I wouldn't be against either of them playing. I just feel like Martinelli's on such a high right now that it's like that we need that type of madness on the left-hand side currently. And not only that as well, you know that he's going to be tracking back with Ismaili Sarr. You know that. And if Martinelli can find his form again, we've got a 15-goal Premier League goal season player in the team. And it looks like this few players in has given him a kick at the backside. He's not sulked. Martinelli hasn't sulked. Martinelli's not pulling a strop. He still seems just as passionate when he's scoring goals. So I've got nothing but good words to say about Martinelli, the way he's handled being on the bench. And this is how you're meant to handle it. You're meant to be on the bench, come on the pitch, and prove your worth. So I'm not against Martinelli starting. If he's starting, I'll be like, good on him, and we could support him and get behind the team. But yeah, man, this game it could potential banana skin, but I feel like we've got enough to really give them a problem. I don't think it's going to be. I'm seeing a lot of people saying 3-0. I'm saying, listen, don't get that out of your head, man. Get that out of your head. If that does happen, that's a dream result. But I'm looking at it like tough game. Gabriel needs to be fit, and it could potentially be a narrow win or a draw. It's a tough game, but if we want to win the league and the title and stuff like that, Liverpool got Brentford. Next thing you know, we slip up. Liverpool win. All of a sudden, it's not rosy no more. It's all of a sudden they're only a couple points behind, and blah 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 blah. And we need to get out of that. We need to get out of that immediately. We need to get into winning constantly every game. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the game. Hopefully we can win it. It's a home game. We've got a lot of home games this month. I think all our home games in October were home games. So we need to take advantage of that. We need to take advantage of that, man. We've got a seriously hard fixture on at the beginning of the season, and we're top of the league. So we need to take advantage of our home games now. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the game. I do believe that we will probably edge it out. I think and even if we're at one point we're not playing so well, we've got this grit and determination to get through games now, which I've got faith in, and I believe that anything can happen with our team now. I believe I've got enough faith in them to get through games without playing scintillating football every game. So yeah, man, that's my thoughts on it, and hopefully we get through this and we just move on to the next, man. But like and subscribe, you know how it goes, you know the pattern, you know the settings, the pattern, the steps, and we go for Sunday.